In this video, on a rainy day, you'll actually be able to see the actual water that runs onto the property. As you can see here, this is the sheet water running from the front of my house as well as the neighbor on the north of me. This water builds and accumulates here to almost 2 inches. This is the swell in the backyard of the neighbor on the north, and all of this water that runs down the north hills from 3 to 4 houses up. Again, sheet water from my drive and from the back of the house off of the roof of the neighbor on the north. That's a lot of water. Coming up from my drive on the north, this is the driveway of my neighbor on the south of me. This is all the sheet water coming from her drive as well as off of the front of the yard, coming into the backyard of the neighbor on the south of the property. This is a lot of sheet water, it really is. Also, this is the water running across the back of my yard from the north up the hill from all the neighbors up the north side. Neighbor on the south, her backyard, where all the water runs across her yard from my house, and it runs like Niagara Falls. And that's the water running, leaving her property, going to the property to the south of her, that continues on and on and on down across the neighborhood. So this is the natural flow of the water across the neighborhood. Very deep in every yard. This is the backyard of my property where the water gets so high on the north that it literally runs over and under the fence and runs across my yard. That's sheet water from the north, from the swell on the north side of my property. And here's where I have a preliminary trench dig to where, just to get a feel of how the water was going to run when in the early stage of my French drain.
Running.
That was a temporary pump in the ground that I was using just to see what size pump I would need to be able to keep up with the flow of water coming into the property. And again, looking up the hill to the north of me is where all of this water runs across several neighbors' yard. And when it gets to my yard, this is how it puddles up in the swell on the north side of me at my north side neighbor's backyard. And this water is getting high enough to come over the fence line and across my yard in the back. I've been dealing with this kind of water for over 15 years. And finally now I'm trying to get a solution to eliminate some of this water that's washing away topsoil and earth from my properties. That's a lot of water coming from multiple directions. From the north, from the west up the hill, because the homes in the back of me is uphill and that water runs across their yard to the back and runs down the back still into our properties. So at this point, it looks like the French drain is going to be my solution to most of my water problems.